Okay, so here's the lowdown. Battlestations was released on the PlayStation and Saturn in 1997 by Real-Time Associates and published by EA. Presentation of the game is not bad in the scheme of things. The menu options were okay and the choice of ship I could have and which ship I could verse was a nice option. The map was a little confusing and in-game presentation was minimal. Players earn points for sinking their opponent's ships, which allows them to climb 10 naval ranks. So maybe they could have put something like that on the screen to make it a little more interesting. Graphics of the game is pretty bad. The key issue I have is the frame rate, which is pretty poor. Looks like we're seeing about 18 to 20 frames out of the 25 that we're meant to see, keeping in mind that this is a PAL version on a PAL Saturn. Since the core of the gameplay is in the ocean, the Sea of Blue doesn't look particularly interesting or add any depth. Animation is alright if you take the frame rate issues out. Explosions do look nice though. Sound is very average, but it's not the worst thing about this game. Sound effects are pretty good. This game really should have had focus on some kind of storyline because the gameplay is shallow. You have 8 types of ship to select from overall, but per battle you have 4. They all feel different, and while the controls feel responsive enough, they still don't handle well. The game looks like a really great RTS where you can strategically place your ships on an overhead map and then battle, but the core game degenerates into going around and around in a circle and shooting, hoping that you avoid their shots and land enough on the opponent, which gets pretty old quickly. Replay value is 3 modes: Arcade, Campaign which has 50 missions, and War Games which allows 2 players to play against each other in 26 different locations, which is pretty good. Would I recommend this game? Well, there's a heap of content. No. When you get down to it and you're a few hours in, it becomes pretty boring and the Saturn library has more than enough titles to not need this game's existence.